I've been involved with the Allentown Fair, I think, since I was born, because I was out there in a stroller. I started there in 1982, and I've been with the fair all these many years in various functions. The Allentown Fair's history of entertainment is quite interesting because really horse racing was the calling card. In 1853, 1 year after the fair started, it moved to a location to have a horse track for harness racing. At the very first Great Allentown Fair in 1852, there was something called the Lentz's Flying Coach. What it actually was a flatbed pulled by horses with an orchestra playing on it that was dragged around the 4 acres of the first site of the Allentown Fair. So there was always music at the fair, and it's been there ever since. Now, in 1911, 100 years ago, the grandstand that you now see on the Allentown Fairgrounds was built, and that grandstand is quite a spectator reviewing stand. By 1955, big-name stars were coming in everyone's living room, and there was a clamor to see those stars at the Allentown Fair. Arguably, the fair is the first fair in the country to bring in big-name stars, and in 1956 presented Guy Lombardo, Luann Sims, Spike Jones. They may not sound like familiar names to most people right now, but in 1956 that was quite a bill. Not only was it on the map, but the promoters in Philadelphia and New York City were saying, what's going on in Allentown? And it changed outdoor entertainment, because when those racetracks and grandstands converted into show venues, it started to bring artists outdoors. The booking season for booking the Allentown Fair can start sometimes even 2 years in advance of a fair date. It's great cocktail party fodder. Everyone loves to think about it almost as you look at a coach of a team and question maybe what they did the next day. It's not always just what you want to have, it's who's on tour at any particular time. And that's what's asked at the beginning of every booking season: who's going out this year and who's willing to play outdoors this year. We're booking as a calling card for an agricultural fair. The area farmers are having their Olympics, and this is the entertainment that draws people and makes them start talking about the fair months and months in advance. It's not really a moneymaker per se, the operation itself, but what it does for the fair and how it attracts people to come into the fair and get excited for the fair, that there's no value on that, because after all, to support this Olympics for the farmers, it's a financial proposition, and this part of the fair is what draws people in. And then when we get them there, we show them the wonders of what really is the best part of the Great Allentown Fair, and of course that's those kids with the blue ribbons and the cows. That's what it's really all about. Those in the know that know the history of fairs and the history of entertainment know the Great Allentown Fair has an amazing place in it.
Come see the stars and so much more at the Great Allentown Fair, August 30th to September 5th. For more information, visit allentownfairpa.org.